Let us discuss human person as oriented towards their impending death. So death is the termination of all biological functions that sustain a human person. So it is a physical, no? Yung physical entity of a person. If we take a look or go back to Socratic point of view of dualism, it's a composition of body and soul, no? So yung body yung wala, and then yung soul yung immortal, no? So death is uh, the end point of human and earthly life. And according to science, these are the following causes of death. Could be natural death, predation, no? Through force, malnutrition, of course, need ng body natin, nourishment, no? Or sickness, or even disease, infliction, or suicide, no? Homicide, starvation, dehydration, accidents, and trauma, no? So according to Martin Heidegger, death is a mystery. The deceased has abandoned our world. Kung kanina, or sa discussion ni Martin Heidegger, being is being thrown to the world. Ngayon naman, the deceased person abandoned our world. Siya yung lumayo sa atin. Siya yung umalis sa atin. No? So death is a mystery. Death is very personal. No one will experience his own death. No one can freely share about the story of his death or dying process. No, no one will say, "I am dead now." No? And this is my experience on how I face death. No, bibihira siya. It's a totally mystery. From the moment that we are born, we are totally destined to die. Sabi ni Martin Heidegger, we are born to die. The moment that we are conceived, sabi rin ni Bo Sanchez, no, sa womb ng ating mother, yung clock ng death ay nagsisimula na rin, no? So, the moment na may living, the moment na may dying, no? So, that is a certainty for everyone. Everyone will die because it's necessity. It is badly needed, no? We fear death because no one experiences or her own death. Kaya siya nanatiling mystery. It's a one-time experience, no? Hindi siya pwedeng na-experience mo na before and then mauulit-ulit, no? Dire-diretso yun, no? We fear death because we are afraid being forgotten by the history. We're afraid of death because we're afraid to be forgotten by our relatives, by our loved ones, by everyone, no? So that indeed reveals itself as a loss, but not the loss of a person who died. Pero yung loss ay nararamdaman ng mga taong iniwan niya. So kung halimbawa ang isang tao ay namatay, hindi siya yung nawalan, no? Hindi siya yung naka-experience ng loss. Ang nakaranas ng loss ay yung iniwanan niya sa buhay, no? So death is inevitable. It is the possibility for everyone or everyone. It is owned by anyone and it cannot be shared and it is very authentic or genuine. So na-associate ito ng mga existentialists, mga philosophers na ang death ay it follows freedom, no? Since it will separate yung tatlong entity or sa dualism, sabihin na natin kung Socratic, it will separate yung unity or substantial unity ng body and soul. And yung process nga, biological or scientifically, unang-unang nawawala yung circulatory and respiratory. That is the reason why in Filipino context, kapag nasa dying process yung isang tao, you can actually whisper, no? You can seek or assistance or guidance or prayer or seek forgiveness or say something to your loved ones who's dying kasi gumagana pa yung auditory, no? And then, kasunod na ng pag-end ng circulatory respiratory function, all functions of the human brain. However, in Epicurean idea of death, even in life, the ultimate pleasure is the ultimate end of our life, of our happiness, no? Ang pananaw kasi ng mga Epicureans ay to eat, to drink, and be merry. As simple as that. Ang kanila ay pleasure, maximizing pleasure, avoidance of pain. No? So we can actually have a meaningful life, a meaningful one, no? If we maximize our pleasure, that is to eat, drink, and be merry. However, in Stoics, they are possessed with this, they are very hungry with this wisdom. No? For them, wisdom is the ultimate end of our life. Wisdom is the ultimate end of our happiness. We cannot escape death, but we can escape the fear of it. In other words, we cannot escape problems when it comes to stress. No, we cannot escape stress. We cannot escape anxiety. We cannot escape depression, but we can escape the fear to face stress, anxiety, depression. Dito naman sa Stoics, yeah, we can, reality kasi yung death, genuine siya inevitable at reality siya in context, no? Talagang harapin natin siya. It is owned by anyone. But the understanding on how to face it, kung saan tayo natatakot, yun yung kaya nating i-process, no? We cannot control all events, but we can control our attitudes or attitude toward what happens. Sa Marxism naman, ang Marxism, si Karl Marx, hindi siya naniniwala sa life after death. No? Isa lang. Kaya medyo ano siya sa physical reality, no? Yung kapasidad mo bilang tao, i-maximize mo habang nabubuhay ka at pag nag-end din, wala na. There's no life after death, no? So that is nothing more than a being genetically determined. So more on scientific si Karl Marx, no? That is not important. Kasi the moment you die, wala na yung productivity, wala na yung capacity mo to maximize your personhood, no? However, in Socratic point of view of death, yung separation ng body and soul, no? And then nang inadapt ng ni Aquinas at ni Augustine yung works ni Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle wherein happiness is the end of human life. Para naman sa Christianity, kila Aquinas and Augustine, the ultimate happiness or the end of life, the ultimate end of life is to be with God. No? That is the end of this life and the beginning of the next. So, siya'y linear, pero mag-end siya whether you go to hell or heaven or purgatory. No? It is a punishment for a sin, but in consideration of God's mercy, maaari tayong makapunta sa langit. No? So, sabi ng mga Socratic philosophers, si Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, there's a separation of soul and body, but in Christianity's point of view, meron pang hindi natatapos. Yung body, yes, mortal yan. It will decay or decompose. Yung soul, based on our actions, deeds on earth, it's either there will be eternal suffering or heaven. And may mga questions ng mga theologians and priests. If God really loves us, then why He will let us suffer sa hell, no? And then sabi ng mga theologians, it is not God who will send us to hell. It is our sin, no? Parang imaginary na the moment we are doing evil acts or sins, isang kamay na unti-unti lumalaki, no? Na the moment na tayo namatay, siya yung hihila sa atin pababa sa hell, no? And because of that, we have to live our life meaningful, no? Kasi nga, linear siya in a Christian point of view. In order to achieve that ultimate desire of our hearts, of our soul, that is to be with God in heaven, kailangan nating mabuhay ng maayos, no? Do good and avoid evil. In Christianity kasi, aside from declaring God as our Savior, Jesus as our Savior, we also need to be faithful to that faith by our actions, no? Kasi kung we profess our faith that Jesus will save us, pero hindi naman nakikita sa gawa, so contradictory siya, no? Yun yung tinatawag nating practical atheism.